Everybody say hello. Oops.
Hello.
I got too close.
Hello.
Okay. Henry Youngman said, "The secret to a happy marriage remains a secret." Two authors published in the Journal of Happiness Studies stated that those who are best friends with their partners have the largest well-being benefits from marriage and cohabitation. As a happily married woman myself, tonight I'd like to talk to you about the 3 C's of building a happy marriage. They are compromise, communication, and caring. To begin, I'd like to discuss the benefits of compromise to building a happy marriage. In the 3rd issue of the American Journal of Family Therapy, Rosenblatt and Reeks state that compromise and compromisability are matters of perception, meaning that if one person in a relationship perceives there to be a problem, then it's our duty as the partner to try to understand their point of view and where they're coming from. We deal with compromises every day. They can be as small as trying to figure out what's for dinner, or as large as trying to figure out where you want to live. It can be hard work learning to compromise, and sometimes we have to bend a little in order to try to understand our partner's perspectives. Sometimes it can seem like sacrifice, but if we try to understand where our partners are coming from, it can help us have a better understanding of why they have a different opinion than we do. The next C I'd like to talk about is communication. Data from the American Journal of Family Therapy, published by Burleson and Denton, stated that highly valuing supportive communication skills transforms initiator tendencies into problem-solving orientation, meaning that if one person is a highly effective communicator, then both of the people can benefit from problem-solving abilities. Typically, one person tends to be the initiator in relationships. However, there can be times when both partners come together to discuss issues that they might have. Communication can help us become problem solvers, and this skill can help us to grow our relationships and benefit our relationships with the ability to problem solve, plan finances, and pay bills, and raise children if you have them. Paying bills isn't always fun, but if you manage to problem solve together and plan your budget, then you can even squeeze in allowances for a trip or a couples activity that you can do together. The 3rd C I'd like to talk about is caring. In the psychological journal published by Paul and Evelyn Moschetta, they state that receiving intentional caring left spouses feeling courageous, unafraid, more adequate, liberated, more adult, more able to invest in themselves, and more capable of fulfilling their potential. To that point, intentional caring, including acts of kindness and listening and supporting each other, can help each other feel happiness. Even making your partner a cup of coffee every morning is an act of caring. Listening and supporting each other can help you achieve goals that you might have not attempted on your own. Now I'd like to show you a video.
Empathy is the ability to understand another person's thoughts and feelings. This may come naturally to some, but it can be difficult for others. If you're willing to be open, you can really hear the other person and see where they're coming from. In doing so, it's good to validate others' feelings as well. This will make you both more comfortable and make communicating easier. Next time, ask yourself, why might this person feel this way? Or, how would I feel if I was in their situation?
As stated in the video, being empathetic can be difficult. Sometimes it's hard for us to put ourselves in our partner's shoes, but if you can manage that, then it's the highest form of showing that you care for someone. To summarize, the 3 C's of building a happy marriage are compromise, communication, and caring. These can unlock the secrets to building a happy marriage. And now that you know them, you can share them with a friend. Thank you. Now I'm going to start the question and answer portion of the speech. So if anybody has any questions, you guys can ask them now.
Okay, I will start. You say that compromise needs to be equal by both partners in the relationship, or is there typically one who compromises more than the other?
I think that it can definitely feel like one person is compromising more than the other, but I do believe that most of the time it is equal. And that goes back to like understanding perspectives and points of views, because your perspective of your partner's willingness or, you know, ability to compromise might not be what they are feeling at that time. They might feel like they are compromising, and because it's not maybe what in line with what you want, it can feel like they're not really compromising. But I do think it should be both.
I agree.
Does anybody have another question?
I'll ask.
Okay.
Do you think? Hi, my name is Tanya. Do you think that the caring portion of your C's will it enhance it if you do that caring portion and like knowing your partner's love language? Like what you do for one, they may just think that's normal, but if you understand their love language better, then that caring part shows a little even more so. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. I think that sometimes, you know, somebody's love language might be, you know, affection or, you know, acts of kindness. And so there's different ways to show somebody that you care about them. And you should definitely try to figure out what your partner's favorite way of, you know, receiving that care is, in order to, you know, allow them to really feel that connection to you. That was a great question.
Good answer.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's all for the questions tonight. So thank you very much.